Hello everybody, and once again welcome to Ubuntu for Beginners video course by TechLair. In this chapter we'll cover some hardware aspects of Ubuntu. Ubuntu supports a wide range of hardware and supports for new hardware improves with every release. There are various ways to identify your hardware in Ubuntu. The easiest way is to install an application from Ubuntu Software Center, which is called as sysinfo. So I already have the sysinfo installed on my system. We will cover the software installation in the next chapter. So I'll go to the dash and type sysinfo. So this is my sysinfo. So from here in the left hand side, I can click on the system to get the details of my system. I can select the CPU, I can select the memory. In this way, you can list out or display your all the system information using the sysinfo. Now coming to the network manager. In order to connect to internet using Ubuntu, you need to use the network manager utility. Network manager allows you to turn network connections on or off, manage wired and wireless networks, and make other network connections. You can access network manager using its icon here on the top right hand side. This icon may look different depending on your current connection status. So I'm having a wired connection, so it is showing as a wired connection. If you have a Wi-Fi, it will show a Wi-Fi symbol. So in the connections, if you are having the Wi-Fi on your system, it will show a Wi-Fi connection here or a wired connection if you're connected to it. So I'm having directly connected to the wired connection. You can also edit the connections by clicking the edit connections, and I'm having a wired connection already configured. If you want, you can click on add and you can select. There are different types of connections you can add. Wi-Fi you can create. You can type in all the details and you can add a wireless connection. You can add a wired connection also. And in the wired connection, you can select the MAC address. And the important setting is the IP address setting. You can leave this as automatic DHCP. If you want, you can select manual here. And by clicking on add, you can add the IP address, netmask, and default gateway. So this is for the manual configuration of your wired connection. This setting is also available for wireless connection. Now this was your network manager. Now coming to the displays. Setting your screen resolution. You can click the dash and type in display, or you can go to the system settings and you can go to display. So from here you can change your display resolution and the different aspects related to your display. Now you can also add an extra display to Ubuntu. Sometimes you want to add more than one display devices to a desktop, or may want to add an external monitor to your laptop. Doing this is quite simple in Ubuntu. Whether it's an external monitor, LCD TV, or a projector, Ubuntu can handle it all. Ubuntu supports the addition of multiple displays by default, which is easy as plug and play. This will detect the monitors connected to the machine. If it is not detecting the displays which are connected to the system settings, you can open your display and you can click on detect display. So this will also detect your connected displays and you can configure the displays. The next we'll see the printers. Ubuntu supports most new printers. You can add, remove, change printer properties by navigating to system settings and going to printers. If you are having a printer connected to your computer using a USB cable, this is termed as a local printer. You can add a printer by clicking on a printer add button. So here it will list your connected printers. At present, I don't have any printer connected to my system. That's why it is not showing any printer. If you're having a printer connected through your USB or any other port, it will automatically detect it and you can select and click on forward here. At present, it is not enabled. You can also add a network printer. Make sure that your printer is connected to your network with either an Ethernet cable or a wireless connection and it is turned on. By clicking the add button once again, you can select the network printer and you can click on find the network printer, and you can type in the host name or the IP address of your printer and click on find. It will go and find your printer and you can click on forward. So this was your printer configuration. Now moving to sound. Ubuntu usually detects the audio hardware automatically during installation or once your audio device is connected to Ubuntu. On the top right hand side in the notification area, there is a volume control button. You can increase or decrease the volume, you can mute it. There is also a shortcut for rhythm box and for sound settings. So in the sound settings, you can change your output devices, you can change your input devices by clicking on here, and you can change the sound effects, you can increase the output volume from your sound settings. You can also access the sound settings from the system settings from sound. Now coming to the webcam. Webcams often come built into laptops and netbooks. Some desktops such as Apple iMacs have webcams built into their displays. If you purchase a webcam because your computer doesn't have its own, it will most likely have a USB connection. To use USB webcam, plug it into the empty USB port of your desktop. Almost all new webcams are detected by Ubuntu automatically. You can configure webcams for individual applications such as Skype or some other VoIP applications from the applications menu itself. Now, scanning the text and images. Scanning a document or an image is very simple in Ubuntu. Scanning is handled by application known as Simple Scan. So go in and type in scan and dash. I have an application known as Simple Scan. Ubuntu will simply detect your scanner and you should be able to use it to scan the documents. So at present I don't have any scanner connected, so it is showing as the no scanner has been detected, but you can click it and from this option you can scan your documents or images. Coming to keyboard settings, on the top on notification area, you have a symbol known as EN, which shows your current input language, which is English. You have a character map here. Inside, you have a keyboard layout chart, and you have text entry settings. At present, I have input sources that are English. I can add different languages here if I want. And I'll close this. So this was the keyboard settings. Mouse settings, you can go to system settings once again, and you have mouse and touchpad, so you can change your mouse sensitivity from the mouse and touchpad sections of your system settings. Now if you are having other devices such as USB ports are available as standard on almost all computers now. These are used to connect multi-tier devices to your computer. These could include portable hard drives, flash drive, removable CD, DVD, Blu-ray drivers, printers, scanners, and mobile phones. When we connect flash drives and portable hard drives are automatically detected, the file system will open the display the contents of the drive. You can then use the drives for copying data to and from the computer. All new cameras, camcorders, and mobile phones SD cards are automatically detected by Ubuntu. These SD cards have different type of data, so a window will appear with the drop down menu to choose between video, audio, import, file manager, and you can choose your desired actions from this menu. Now Ubuntu also supports Bluetooth. If your computer has Bluetooth support, then you should be able to see the Bluetooth icon on the top right panel. Here I have the Bluetooth top. Just click on the Bluetooth, you can turn on the Bluetooth, you can turn on and off the visibility of your device, and you can also set up a new device. If I click on setup of new device, it will search for the new devices, just like if it is searching here. So if you have any Bluetooth devices, it will search for it here, and you can select the Bluetooth device, click on continue, and you can add the Bluetooth device. You can also access the Bluetooth settings I already have one device connected. If you want, you can again go to add and search for devices. So if I remove this and if I click on add and search for devices, it will search my phone once again. I'll click on continue and I'll follow the instructions to add my device. So this was all regarding the hardware section. The chapter 4, we have completed chapter 4, the hardware. In the next chapter, we will be covering some software installation aspects of Ubuntu. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.